Hey guys, this is Gamer Cow. We're right in the middle of a big ass thing over here. Yep, I know I need to very briefly change my TV settings a sec. I think it's a little bit too bright. Maybe not, we'll just go with that. Yeah, we're not playing anything at the moment. We're doing Donkey Kong Country Returns, you know, it's the bonus thing. This is also a good recording test thing for me. It's 2:30 at night, so I'm trying to obviously be very basic conversation stuff. That's why I'm here doing this thing. Simply because doing this, I don't have to talk super loud or anything anyway. So this thing, image gallery, isn't actually quite complete yet, but we'll be looking at that anyway. Basically, there are 3 things that we've been unlocking. Images, which have been from collecting all the puzzle pieces in the level. Music, which has of course been by beating the world. I don't know if there was anything specific in, say, collecting all Kong letters or whatever in that, but it seemed to unlock that and a diorama when we beat the world plus the extra level. Maybe the music was unlocked by beating the world by itself and the extra thing was for the diorama, but not the point. The diorama is the easiest first place to look because basically it is a thing like this, a good, what would you call this sort of thing? It's a thing, that's for sure. I don't know exactly why DK is holding a peanut there in front to get stuff out, but basically, it's effectively, there we go, that's a better word, effectively just a thing which shows you a little bit about each world and, you know, what it was like. So there's one for each one, of course, and they look pretty damn nice. It's a pedestal type thing, that's what it is. But yeah, they look pretty cool, and DK and Diddy are all the way up there. The crab is over there going, herp, I'm a crab, I want to, you know, kill you and stuff, for some reason. I have no idea why, but, you know, that's just where it is. Ruins was a pretty cool thing. There was the creepy weirdos over there. I don't like them whatsoever, so that's exactly why I'm going to zoom in on them. I don't know, but yeah, it's a pretty cool place. The cave one was the minecart stuff, so that's going to be out here. Yep, lots and lots of moles on the minecarts chasing down DK Diddy going into nowhere, but there are bananas down there, so, you know, they're going to collect something. DK's expression there as well, it's like, yay, there's bananas, I must get them even if I'm gonna die doing it. There's bats up there as well, just in case you didn't see that. And in the forest town had, yeah, lots of muncher plants basically, and that's mushrooms up there. Is there the spiders anywhere? Well, I guess they're over here, aren't they? Yeah, spiders are over here. That's pretty cool. And for the Cliff Town was Dinosaur Land and Fugly. I hate him so much, it doesn't matter how many times I do it, I still hate it. There's a gigantic tiki face over there as well, that's not really very nice. Don't know why it's not, but anyway. Factory time! Factory goes back to the old NES Donkey Kong thing just because that's cool, I don't know, but look at him over there, he's fighting off robo chickens with barrels because that's just what you do when you're a monkey who can chuck barrels at people. I mean, technically all monkeys could chuck barrels at people if they wanted, but you know, monkeys and barrels are not synonymous outside of Donkey Kong, so yeah, monkeys are not known for manufacturing barrels. That's what people do. I don't know. And then, of course, the last one, there's Rambai over there as well. What's he doing? Rambai is just like, I don't want to look down, but I have to look down because I'm a rhino, and rhinos just look down. And then everybody else is all, yeah, fighting the dude. I like how Diddy thinks that peanut shooter thing is actually going to do some damage to it. I mean, seriously. So, that is dioramas. The music gallery, well, the music doesn't keep playing if you go out of it, so it's basically just the music for each world. There's nothing special there at all. What is nice, however, is the image gallery, and, well, these ones are all complete. It's mostly concept art. So, we've got the critters, of course, the Fagoon, you've got Orc, which is your bird type thing. There was Pinchy and Pow, who suck ass, and I hate them so much, but, you know, goes the shark. Yeah, I'm going through these pretty quickly because there's quite a lot to go through, but yeah, it's pretty cool seeing how the enemies were in concept art. They only appeared in one level, but they were freaking annoying when they did. I hated them so much. Then Squeaklies, I see, fair enough. And Skidler Spider-Man, that's kind of creepy, except he only has 6 legs showing, so I don't know. Animal friends, you guys did nothing whatsoever, except that giraffe looks like it's got shades on, and that's pretty freaking awesome. And that's it for this one. So obviously there's 8 packs of these as well. The second set of critters, I believe this is like all the tikis and stuff as well. But first off, Squid Shop, which is manned by a crab. Didn't actually know that. I didn't know the crab was the one who was firing there. I thought it was another squid dude. Oh well. Cageberry and Powser, you guys are jerks. I don't know what to think about you, but you're jerks. You're very fuzzy shaped jerks, but you're jerks nevertheless. Tiki Pop, yeah, that never came up in my playthrough, but it was part of the World 3 boss. You know, sometimes they would fire those at you, and it would generally move towards you and explode after a while. Mole guards, yeah, we kind of know them. They're fat and they have 1 tooth, but oh well. Buzzbites, they were the little things that wanted to eat you, I think, so they're kind of mean. The Chomp family, I guess that one on the yellow one is kind of a chomp as well. All it did though was fire Darmaka all over the place, so I don't know. Then Scalerex, yeah, he was pretty cool. You, on the other hand, though, Bonehead Jed, you're a jerk, and I don't like you whatsoever. Don't understand how the hell your neck fits in that place, though, seriously. Then, Koali, yeah, you're a big badass koala with a bomb in your hand, I guess that makes sense. You guys are a little bit annoying. I don't remember seeing the green one, though. Can anybody point out where that was? Because I don't remember seeing it ever. Oh well. And then that's it for this one. So that's cool. We've got the Tiki Gallery over here. Okay, they have their own gallery. 2 of them are locked, which I'm not sure. I've collected every puzzle piece in the game, so the only way I can think of them being unlocked is through mirror mode, which is a thing in its own right. But yeah, we've had the pillar, we've got Tiki Buzz over there, they're kinda cool. Those guys are a pain in the ass. They definitely live up to their tag names because you've got to stun them first, which is a bit of a pain. Tiki Boing, that's kinda cool. The torch wasn't exactly that hard to take care of most of the time, but was easy enough. It was easy for it to get in your way. Pilot? Not quite sure what that was supposed to be. I think that's maybe just one of the head honcho dudes. And then Tiki line up with a random fish bouncing on them for no reason whatsoever. Half of those you don't even see in the game, I don't know, it's kind of strange, but whatever. Then early lava Tiki, so there was going to be a Podobo Tiki as well, but that ended up getting changed to something else. And that's all I have unlocked at the moment. I have no idea how you're supposed to get those other 2 if I don't have them already, but oh well. There's not any not unlocked in here because you got these ones as soon as you finished the boss in the first place, so of course there's Mugly, there's the Scurvy crew who are jerks and I didn't like them, but they're not really hard to beat once you actually know what you're doing. Stu, fair enough, he's a bird with bombs I suppose. Mole Miner Max, okay, so miners have names as well, I guess that makes sense. And yeah, they have Mole Miners as their own separate thing there. Mango Ruby, you were cool. You were kind of irritating to hit, but you were still cool. Fugly, though, you were a jerk and I hated your face. And even your eyes at the moment, you're everything, you just suck, dude. And Colonel Pluck, yeah sure, why not, Mega Ultra Robo Chicken sounds much better. And then Tiki Tong Tower, of course, there's the boss at the end of it all. Tiki Tong with his hands and face, I suppose. He has a face, that kind of makes sense. And that is it for bosses. What else have we got? We have the worlds. I liked this one. This is all concept art for the worlds themselves and they look really freaking beautiful. I love these so much. So yeah, jungle waterfalls over there, of course. Then the statues, which looked pretty nice, I guess. It was a little bit weird the way DK was portrayed in there, but it's still awesome. The ship thing was cool. I don't see Diddy in there at all, but it's still cool. And the sea, we never actually got to go underwater, so that is a bit of a jerk move on their part. Kind of makes me think that there was supposed to be underwater levels, but they never had time to make them. Which is a real shame, because it means this is the only Donkey Kong Country game where On Guard is not featured. And that's a shame, because now there are no animals who are featured in all of them. Because Rambai was the only one in here, and he didn't feature in the third one. Ellie the elephant, I think it was Ellie, but yeah, the elephant kind of was there instead. Nice screenshot of the ruins over there, it's always a good one to have around. The bamboo forest is kind of cool, I guess. They're missing the caves though, which is kind of silly. Cliff spires, well, there's lots of almanites and stuff in there. That's nice to look at as well, I suppose. Ferndoza? Not quite sure if that's a good portrayal of the factory, to be perfectly honest, but it's a good picture nevertheless. And then, yeah, there is the actual factory stuff. Always good to see. Again, don't really see DK in that in there though. Oh well. And then this one's really beautiful. I love this concept art so much. The volcano one, just so awesome to look at. Really love it so much. And that is it for the worlds. Now there are 3 more to have. We've got the Kongs, and there's a lot of these missing. I really don't know how I'm supposed to get these, but whatever. So we have the hut right at the start. Of course we went in there in the first level, it's kinda cool. The Island Vista, which has a Wiimote on top. Oh, sorry, it's kind of, again, you know, late at night stuff anyway, but yeah, I love the whole NES DK with a Wiimote thing there. It just looks so cool. You know, old school, original DK with the brand new stuff. It's just so great. Oink plus 47 equals banana, right? Jackie had a good laugh at that one. And then there's the inside of the house itself. Fun fact, if you ground pound on the inside of the house, you can turn the TV on and it starts playing the title music that we're listening to at the moment. Good stuff. And then Cranky's shop, because he's weird and I don't know. This is quite a cool thing here. You see the different coloured balloons there. It was sort of... Again, you get insights into how the game was originally shaping up, and originally it looked like they were going to continue the tradition of having multiple colours of balloon, but it just never turned out to be the case in the end, which is a shame, you know, because that was cool, having red balloons, green balloons and blue ones, but what can you do? There's not much, you know, that can be done now. And a nice family portrait. Don't quite understand that, because as far as I know, Diddy is not actually part of the Kong family. Although he's got Kong in his name, as far as I remember from the very original story, he was actually taken in by DK. He wasn't part of the family, and he's not the same breed. So, to call it a family portrait is a little bit weird. Anyway, Golden Temple Gallery. I think there's 2 missing in here as well. I have no idea why. But yeah, we've got the golden bananas. It's the original entrance to the place. It's kind of cool. No idea what that is supposed to be representative of, but it looks awesome anyway, and that would be something I would like to ride. That looks kind of cool. And then paper cutouts. That looks like something from Yoshi's Story, to be honest. But it does look phenomenal at the same time. Yeah, that would have been a cool concept for them to have brought in too. Maybe Paper Donkey Kong might be something they could make in the end. Who knows? Oh god, sorry. Whatever. So yeah, Mr. Wacky Blocks over here, that's weird, I don't know. And then, yeah, Pudding Wonderland, that's basically where we were anyway. Exploding Cherry, god, I hate those platforms so much. If you've already watched ahead and you've seen the speedrun of that stage, I wouldn't be surprised if people actually think that's a task, you know, tool-assisted speedrun. It's not, by the way, because I don't have my Wii modded out and stuff, and there are still very, very minor mistakes in there which a TASA would get rid of. So, yeah, it's not perfect, but I would not be surprised if a couple of people look at that and say that looks like a task, because it does. It was freaking crazy. Anyway, Virtual Boy stuff, that's kind of funky. You know, kind of weird that the Virtual Boy was referenced when that was not exactly known ever. It was an interesting thing though, it's like a precursor to the 3DS, only it was all red, so it was very strange. And then the Golden Temple itself, complete with weird thing on the top. I have no idea. I think that was actually the Golden Banana which DK opened up and got teleported with. Who knows? Crackers and pudding? Okay, fair enough indeed, if that's how it wants to be. And that's all I have unlocked in there. Then the last one, bonus gallery, there is nothing missing in here, which is good. Yep, you've got Rambai, who's got a big bird on his head. I have no idea why you would want that, except it's not on his head, it's on his back, but there's no real difference there. Beach Bridge, that looks pretty cool. I like that picture. Very nice. Don't really know what to make of that one, though. Potential boss that they didn't add in the end? That one looks beautiful though, the Ambertrats one. I guess that's your cross between the prehistoric cliff world and the minecart stages, but that still looks beautiful. Yay! The hippo thing, which we had to kill. I have no idea why we had to go and kill it, but we did. It was awesome, and we got puzzle pieces, so yay. And then Treetop Village. Treetop music was freaking great that way, so definitely loved that. And yeah, that's a good picture as well, the cliff tops at night time. That's a pretty picture. Very pretty picture. Old school, yep, you can see the NES pads and the, you know, old... It kind of looks like a GBA Micro in the bottom right hand corner. There's a... well, bottom right side. There's not really any way I can point at these things because this game doesn't use a pointer, but there's that. In the top middle you can see the buttons on the SNES pad. Fun fact of that, by the way, if I've not already said this before, in the UK or Europe in general, the SNES pad didn't have just grey and purple buttons like it did in the US. We actually had color-coded things, and you can see this in Donkey Kong Country 3, where we had the B button was yellow, the A button is red, the X button is blue, and the Y button is green. And in Donkey Kong Country 3, when you were going to get the banana birds out of the caves, the crystals were color-coded, at least in the UK version, the crystals were color-coded to match that. So it was really pretty cool. And then Angry Banana, we didn't appease the banana god apparently. I have no idea what the fuck that picture is supposed to represent, but it was weird and awesome at the same time. I don't know how, but that's how it goes. And then Temple Monument, we saw that, it's pretty good. And that's it. So, the obvious last thing, just to briefly check, I'm not going to play too many of these, but you got music, you've got the music from every world, so, you know, you can go and play any of them that you want, which were different, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, they don't keep playing when you leave that particular set though, so, you know, it's a shame, because I would love to have this one playing for ages. Because it's just so fucking beautiful, you know? It's a real shame this was only in one level. Anyway, what I was going on about, there's other stuff to look at as well. Of course, the Ruins music, we've got all of the old ones, like Voices of the Temple, Returns, etc. They're all the old school songs, which is really freaking amazing how many of them they did. And, you know, they basically remade all of the original Donkey Kong Country tracks and put them somewhere within the game. And I love that because they were fantastic tracks to start with. Donkey Kong Country is one of those games that I still listen to the game music of a hell of a lot, so yeah, cave music, nothing overly special. The forest music, there was 2 returns in this one, which is brilliant. I loved both of these, so especially this one. This one was a really good song to have around, and yeah, it was a good one to have in those some more hectic levels of the world, which was nice. I don't know, I'm a sucker for old school music, okay, and game music in general, but especially the old school stuff, and I just love it when there's official, you know, like canon remixes of the stuff, and it sounds amazing. Retro Studios is very, very good anyway. The Metroid Prime series, of course, is their big thing, but, you know, in general, they have been very, very good, and they've done a wonderful job with this game on the whole. Definitely a good one to play around. Right, so over here there was no old ones actually, although there was one. I think it was this one, which sounded like an old song. It was, it sounded like the... Which one was it? If you know in World 4 of Donkey Kong Country, there was that thing, the Ice Mountain levels. The outside ones, not Slipslide Cavern or whatever it's called. The outside levels had a song which was very similar to this. But apparently it's not a remix, strictly speaking, according to the naming scheme. However, I think it is, so there we go. Still very good. And then, of course, there is Fear Factory. You knew I was going to put this one in. This song, my god, I don't know what it is. It was my favourite song of the original game as well, and it was beautiful to hear this. Right, whilst this is going on, however, the last thing I want to talk about whilst I'm messing around with my nunchuck over here is the mirror mode. Now, I know I said in the end of the last video that it's definitely not getting done, however, I'm not sure. I don't think I want to do it as, you know, like say, if this is a bonus thing, it would be like part 39 this, so it would be like part 40 onwards. I don't think I want to have it as a continuation of the LP as such, but it's tempting to try and do it regardless. Now, this would not be a main LP, so it would be relegated almost to the same sort of thing as the Zelda is at the moment. I would not be obligating myself to do this and this alone. However, it is tempting to do the mirror mode of this as well. I'm worried about the bosses for one, but I'm also worried about the extra levels and the World 6 and onward, because there were some parts in World 6 and 8 especially, but World 6, 7 and 8, there were quite a few parts where I could not see how you would be able to do it without having Diddy or more than one hit. It's making me worried that I wouldn't be able to actually clear it very quickly, and the last thing I want to do is to be doing this on camera and spending time like, which video was it? That collectathon of World 6 where I had to do post-commentary because it was so bloody awful doing that special level again. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I haven't cleared any of them yet because I just went into the Golden Temple one just to see what it was like. It reverses the level as well, as it would make sense because it's mirror mode, but the level goes from right to left instead of left to right, and you only have the one hit. As it said, you can't use inventory items, so there's no using the heart to get an extra hit, and you don't have Diddy around at all. Other than that, it plays exactly like the normal levels. There's the life count is the same as the normal levels, there's the puzzle pieces if you didn't already collect them all, and there is the added bonus of getting bananas and banana coins and stuff. So it's essentially playing through the whole game again. That's one reason why I'm concerned at playing it, because especially if I was just to continue this as the main LP, because it is the same game again, it's just on hard mode, and my stupid freaking headset kind of just about fell off there, so whatever. But yeah, it's basically playing the same game on hard mode, and I don't know if I really should show the same game all over again. I'm thinking the one potential plus of it is because I did all of the last 3 worlds with co-op play, it would sort of show the other side. This is how you would do it if you don't have a person around. But I don't know, so I'm leaving it to you guys as to whether you would want to see it or not. I'm going to do it regardless. It's whether I do it whilst recording or whether I just, you know, leave it. So that's for you guys to decide. Other than that, this LP is as good as done, so let's just quickly look into the Lava Town and see what we had over here. Yeah, these ones are all new musics because the original game had no lava. Yeah, it's a very surprising thing, but the original game didn't have it. I am very slightly disappointed that they didn't go into Donkey Kong Country 2 and remix the... what was it even called again? It's like Red Hot... Well, I mean, I know it was from Red Hot Ride and stuff, but the lava music from there, they could have remixed that and it would have been awesome, but not much I can do about that. It's just a shame. Oh, that's the minecart version. Awesome. But yeah, if you guys want to see the mirror mode of this, it won't be a super regular thing because I have plans as to what I want to do next, so yeah. And that's basically it. So, what am I going to do next? Well, there are 2 games that I'm planning on doing. One is a racing game, and not just the one which I mentioned before, because I'm still trying to get that sorted out, the one which I spoke about 3 days ago in that update video. There's one on the N64 which I want to do, which I think people should know by now, but it's going to be an interesting challenge. I've done it before and I know I can do it, so it's not as if I'm trying to set myself up for an undoable challenge here, but I know that whoever's already LP'd this game is probably a good 7 or 8 people who have at least done it, but whoever's done it, I'm 99% sure they will have not set the restrictions I'm going to set on it, because they are pretty freaking nuts. But yeah, there is that, and there is a certain GameCube series which I've already made reference to in this video, which people several months ago, probably about 9 or 10 months ago now, one person asked me to do it, but I was way too busy with other stuff at the time and things have just kind of gone on and on. So yeah, there is that which I'm looking at. It's a trilogy. I know somebody is already doing the 3rd one for some reason, but I don't care. It's something which I was asked to do and I wanted to do anyway. I've just never had the time for it, so that is going to come as well. Hopefully, you know, that's not spoiled too much, but what's going to come before this though, I reckon, is the end of Luigi and the Island of Mystery, because I haven't actually recorded that yet. I'm going to record that tomorrow and, you know, I'm going to upload that, so hopefully, well, we'll see. I know this is the 29th of May when I'm editing this, or when I've recorded this, so yeah, it's there are 3 days left of May, so end of month type of time. I'm pretty sure the bandwidth is not an issue at the moment. I might try and record more for, you know, the next couple of days just to get things done, like I'm doing today with the 3 videos just to end this game pretty much. I might try and record more, especially if people want the mirror mode up, because I could probably get the first 2 worlds done in 2 videos, you know, of a decent enough length. The first 2 levels, the first 2 worlds are not long in the slightest, so... Okay, well, 2 is long because it's got 7 levels, but you know what I mean, the levels themselves are not too long, so I shouldn't have too many difficulties with that. So I'm going to try and do more stuff, and I realise this has been like half an hour long now, and I do sort of apologise for that, but that is what you get for, you know, Mindbread at least, for asking me to do something like this, to show off the bonus content of the game, because there is a lot of it, and it's very good stuff. So, with that said, this has been Gamer Cow, you know, going through bonus content in this game known as Donkey Kong Country Returns, and join me next time when it's probably going to be Luigi and the Island of Mystery. But if you guys want more of this for the mirror mode, I will extend the LP thing. I'm not going to continue the numbering with it though, it's going to be, you know, separate thing that way. We'll work with it, but yeah, if you guys want it, let me know. Otherwise, yeah, join me in the next project. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, if you watch this one as well, Jackie, thank you very much for playing with me, because that was freaking amazing, and you're great, you know. And yeah, thanks for everything. See you later, guys.